Pokemon. I don't even know how to play the game, but when cards start selling for over 200k USD, it gets my attention. Is this just the flavor of the month or a wise investment decision? It's simple economics. In this video, I'm going to break it down.
Welcome to Vintage and Soft with two high fits. Welcome to Vintage and Soft with two high fits. Welcome to Vintage and Soft. Two high fits. Welcome to Vintage and Soft. Vintage and Soft.
Okay, let's get into the Pokemon wormhole, okay? What is Pokemon? Pokemon is a card game started in the late 90s. You play it with your friends, you throw down cards, you battle each other, you get points. I don't even really know how it works because I never played it. I was born in 1980. I was already a teenager in the 90s. Geez, I was nearly 20 years old when Pokemon cards came out, so I did not play it. But it's a phenomenon that is really grabbing my attention. So, obviously, we know that the sports card boom, and obviously now the Pokemon card boom, is on the rise. Kind of been promoted by people like Gary Vee. He's all about it. You know, StockX recently added collectibles to their lineup. You can now sell cards. You can sell Pokemon on StockX. That's a huge thing. StockX is originally meant for selling sneakers and streetwear. So it's all folding in together here. Now, when you see people like Logic buying a $200,000 card, you know, taking pictures with his daughter, everyone's getting their cards graded right now and put in plastic. It's quite the phenomenon. It's quite the boom. What is going on here? So, obviously, there's lots of things from the 90s that are rare, that are not worth much money. And there's a few things that are, including now these Pokemon cards. Obviously, the kids that grew up through the late 90s are now coming to an age, they have jobs, they have money, they can buy things for themselves, they can invest in things. And, you know, it's a weird time right now during a pandemic when there isn't a lot of money, a lot of people are losing their jobs. This boom is kind of going up, just like the vintage t-shirt boom. It's very similar here. Although vintage t-shirts have not hit. I think the record Pokemon card now is at 320,000 US dollars, which is freaking wild. One thing I saw a sneakerhead post on his account. He posted some pictures of cards, okay? Probably the Charizard Pokemon card. I didn't even notice what cards they were. But he said, if you want to see my grading of this card, go to my OnlyFans. You heard that right. OnlyFans to look at Pokemon cards. That's how crazy this boom is going. So let's talk about the economics of this, okay? These kids that grew up playing these cards are getting to an age now where they have expendable money, right? Now, they're probably looking to invest in things because at a certain age in your, late 20s, 30s, you start to think about your life and your future and you want to invest in something. So they're taking their money and they're investing into Pokemon cards. The problem with investing in general is that people don't understand a lot of it. They don't understand the stock market. Getting into real estate can be tricky. You got to have clean credit. Basically, all you have to invest in a Pokemon card or a vintage t-shirt is cash. Straight up, no one's going to tell you can't buy it. Are these people buying them just because they want the card, because it brings back that nostalgia? Yes, the boom probably started like that. But I believe deeper down, people are buying these collectibles because they are doing it as an investment vehicle. During this time, cash is going to be inflated like crazy, which means the value of cash is going to go down. You got to get your money outside of cash into an asset. Now, whether that be gold, the stock market, a Pokemon card, it's something that will hold value over time. And in all these people's mind, I think they're thinking the value will increase. Otherwise, why would you spend $200,000 on a card? You wouldn't do that just to have it, just to enjoy it, just to play with your friends. You can't even play with these cards because they're all graded in hard plastic. They're simply straight up commodity collectibles at this point. I liken this a lot to the t-shirt market. It's bringing back memories, and it's a commodity value-based thing that people can trade in that also holds memories and is fun. It's fun to trade. It brings back memories of the schoolyard playing with your buddies. And, it's the same with t-shirts. It's bringing back memories of a TV show. It's bringing back memories of a snack. It's bringing back memories of a band you listen to. It holds value. They're buying it because it holds value and they get to trade amongst themselves. I'm going to post some completed listings on eBay. Even on eBay, there is cards, I believe, over $200,000. It's super crazy. This is just a piece of cardboard. I was a card collector back in the 90s. There was a huge speculative era of cards, like early 90s through the late 90s, where early cards are worth a lot of money. Early sports cards, 60s, 70s stuff, 50s stuff can be worth a ton of money. And certain rare players can be worth a lot of money, but that speculative time in comics and cards through the 90s is worth nothing. It's worth nothing. And the reason is because they overproduced it, because every kid like myself was jumping on it, thinking that if we collected it later on, it would be worth a ton of money. Now, these Pokemon cards that are worth a ton of money now weren't speculative. They produced a bunch. Kids played with them. They tore them up. They whipped them on the schoolyard. They traded them. And, there wasn't a lot that actually lasted in good condition. So all the Pokemon right now that's worth a lot of money is the early edition stuff and only certain cards. Okay, the Charizard is one of them. It's, like I said, up to $200,000 for a grade of 10. But if it goes down to about a grade of 6, it's only worth about $2,000. So condition, because so many of the cards didn't stay in good condition. They got ripped, like I said. They got dirty, grubby kids playing with them. There's probably going to be a lot of people now thinking that if they stockpile new release Pokemon cards, they'll be worth a ton of money in the future. It's probably not going to happen. Again, this will be the exact same speculative time in the 90s when they overproduced baseball cards, NBA cards, all these different things, and everybody bought them. But now there's just so much out there. There's like unopened boxes from that era all over the place you can buy for nothing. $5 a box. $5 a box. It is crazy. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a wise investment? Do you think that the prices will go up on this stuff? Or do you think this is a crazy bubble, an escape for people right now to dump their money into? Now, I think that the prices are going to continue to go up on this. There's been enough famous people involved. There's enough celebrities involved that they're buying this stuff. They're showing that smart people are putting money into these cards. If smart people put money into these cards, it kind of sways the public to think that, yes, this is a smart decision and they're going to put their money into it. Now, doing some research on this topic, I came across some interesting terms. Ostentatious goods, okay? Ostentatious goods. These are goods that are demanded because they are expensive. Now, when you think of ostentatious goods, it's like Louis Vuitton, Gucci. If they were cheap, you probably wouldn't want them. People want them because they're expensive. They don't really care about the look. They care about the look because people know that it's expensive what you're wearing or that handbag you have around your arm. But it's not so much the actual fashion of it. Sure, some people are into it for the fashion, but it's ostentatious goods. It's popular because it's expensive. There's something called Giffen goods I learned about. Giffen goods are items that as the price rises, the demand for them becomes more. Now, this is an interesting concept in economics because it goes against typical economic principles. Typically, in the laws of economics state that as the price goes up for something, the demand for it decreases and something else cheaper becomes more in demand. But a Giffen good holds its demand or it gets more in demand as the price rises. And this could be what's happening with these cards. Something so expensive, so prestigious to have, so cool to post on your Instagram is popular just simply for that fact that it holds value. And I do think that that is the flex with vintage t-shirts as well. People are flexing just to have that item. It's a Giffen good. Look it up, people. It's a weird economic term that I just learned about. My prediction is, though, these will continue to go up. who knows for how long. Amidst, economic crisis throughout the world, this boom has really taken off. Again, people are looking to place their money somewhere outside of cash. You want to get your money outside of cash. I recommend gold, although I'm not a financial advisor. I recommend property. I recommend the stock market. I don't know if I really recommend Pokemon cards, but it is kind of wild. That's it for today. Please give this video a thumbs up. See you on the next one.